Hello, hello, hello. My name is Rick. I'm also known as Rick's Two Cents. I just want to thank you all for joining me. We're doing a live questions and answers. I'm also co-hosting with Steve Makes Everything, Roger from Roger's Shop, and the Bearded Viking Daniel. So thank you everyone for joining us. Looks like people are starting to populate in already. Everyone want to kind of say hello to their subscribers. I know who's joining us. Jump in at any
Well,
time.
howdy, howdy. Glad to see everybody.
Welcome.
TNT goes boom. Hey, I wanted to bring up a controversial something and see what you guys have thoughts on this. And maybe it's you notice kind of a gathering of our ages. We're close in age, in this type of niche, and it almost seems like that getting your hands dirty makes you, I guess, a second class citizen, or maybe you're just not as a successful person if you know how you make your living is getting your hands dirty. And more people just in the trades in general are just not becoming a thing. I mean, a plumber, electrician, a roofer, a framer, just period. And just kind of look down, like I said, as a second class citizen. And just some of the basic things, I think, not being a male chauvinist, but just things you teach your son or even want to teach your kids in general. Just seems like they don't do that. And look, if I'm a lawyer and I can afford to pay someone to repair everything for me, congratulations. But that doesn't mean your son's going to be one, right? So at some point, or your daughter, so at some point, there's nothing wrong with having life lessons to be able to learn some of these things. And what do you guys think on that? Is this something more and more becoming that you're seeing yourselves?
Well, that is why I have my son work for me. He did the college thing and it wasn't quite for him. And I said, well, if you don't want to go to college, then you need to come to work. And he's worked with me ever since he was a teenager, on his off time from school. So, but yeah, now he's making good money with me. And I think it's crazy the way technology and social media has just, we make the world go round.
Right.
Without the blue collar workers, the world stops. And if we don't get a grasp on that and start bringing trades back and making them like more popular and like in high school and stuff like that, then we're in some big trouble.
Yeah.
There's actually a shortage of people getting into the trades. I know in my line, being an electrician, they're always scramble for electricians. And that's a trade that's never going to go away. That'll always be there.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are your thoughts on this, Steve?
Sorry, I had to reboot, so I have no thoughts.
did you catch any of what I heard, or did
No, sorry.
no? Oh, no problem. What I said is that collectively you're getting a kind of a view that we're all kind of close in age, right? Maybe it's the generation that we grew up in, and not being like the male chauvinist, rah rah rah. But we were kind of raised that not to be afraid to get your hands dirty.
Yeah, I definitely am not.
And I think that nowadays, these kids they don't want to get their hands dirty, and it may even be because they're almost shunned to the point, because when you're a carpenter, a plumber, a roofer, a mechanic, you're thought of like a second class citizen, or you're thought of someone who can't be successful, or doesn't make a good living,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think
I don't know what pay scales are like in the U.S. for trades, but here trades are insane. Like my
well,
nephew's a plumber, and he makes money hand over fist.
The problem is, with America, and
America.
it goes really deep, really, really, really deep. My great grandfather was an immigrant from Italy, and my grandmother came from Iceland. And when they both migrated over here, the immigrants built America pretty much.
Right.
Well, now, you know, it's hard for Americans to actually chase that American dream, let alone any other immigrant coming over, because the labor numbers are getting undercut so bad by the people that are coming in not the right way, and then just, doing work for next to nothing. And it's been going. I've watched it happen over the decades, and it's you're right, Rick. Or I'm sorry, Steve. Like up there in Canada, I got a buddy that lives up there in carpentry, and he's making $40 an hour just being a cut man.
Yep.
It's like, holy cow! Like I pay my cut man $25 an hour.
Yeah, of course, $40 Canadian is about $3 US, right? So.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but yeah, it goes pretty deep. There's all kind of root causes, for the whole trades not really being a high priority anymore. Seems like.
I was a lineman for a long time, and I used to say I work the pole so Mama doesn't have to. And I literally would go into a store, and I look like a homeless person sometimes. That's how filthy I would be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Climbing poles, jumping in manholes. You're real dirty. But when I got into $117,000 Escalade, they probably thought I was a drug dealer. I got pulled over so much. I'm not trying to pull the race car, but I got pulled over so much. I changed my plates to say IBEW GF, and the police stopped pulling me over. I said, "Sorry, guys, I'm a lineman." But I just thought it was crazy. I always told my daughter, hey, I want you to know how to change brakes. Your husband damn well better do it for you, but I don't want you to be robbed. With some of these stories that people say, like you hear these stories and they're not even sarcastic, where they got charged to put new air in the tires and just dumb things, and just, I don't know, change the tire, change the brakes, just basic repairs around your house. I mean, those are just, it almost seems like that's just things that, people aren't teaching their kids anymore.
Let's change that. Let's teach people.
Yeah. Yeah. I made a video. I did some plumbing in my house, and by any means am I not a plumber, but, just sweating pipes, I got over 500,000 views. It's crazy. People just don't even do that anymore.
I did one on how to cut old glass, and I was surprised how that took off. And cutting old glass is a whole lot different than cutting new glass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Brother Daniel, how are you? Just dropping in quick for Kate, for me to need some sleep earlier for tonight. Michael Wilson said hello to you.
Hey, he's from Scotland. It's late where he's at.
Yeah, Scott Anthony said hello. Yeah, Phil laughing. It looks like just a lot of people are really just agreeing with this trade thing, and it's just crazy. I don't know. And I think right now our economy is struggling so bad it doesn't even matter your income. Just the side hustle, second income is probably a really good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. I don't. We're in trouble. I don't make a lot of money by the stretch of the imagination. I have a successful business building custom homes. I've got payroll every week, and I do Etsy, and YouTube just started paying me. And so that's 3 streams of income, and I still just get by. Just get by. It's crazy. I don't know how other people do it.
Chris said technology is making our next generation soft. And I'd have to say it's true. And
100% true.
But I just can't blame it on technology. I'll also say it's the parents. They're just
Yep.
They all know how to play video games, though.
Oh yeah, my son played video games, but we let him live with his grandfather during the summer months, and that helped raise a great young man. Just being around the farm and getting up at the crack of dawn and staying out until the sun goes down, and so I got lucky to have a good old timer help out, with the whole raising up a good man. So he's 24 now, and I mean, absolute stunner of a man.
Michael says, I'm a truck driver and my son's a craner operator. And I was going, these truck drivers, that's another thing that's undervalued. We wouldn't have anything. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't have that laser that's sitting in the shop if it wasn't for truck drivers. Shit.
Okay, so you found that it arrived?
It arrived last night.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
okay.
Yeah,
It's a Delta
it's a Lego, not Algo.
Algo laser.
No, it's ELGOO.
Oh, Elgu. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it looks pretty damn high tech. I opened it up and it was in like a million pieces. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
That's pretty-
they've been nagging me for about 3 months to do a review, and I just haven't had time and
Yeah.
desire really either. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's
I
just
have too many things going on right now.
Oh,
coworker ran his daughter to drive a stick shift. Oh, that's another thing. I figured she could drive anything after that. Keeps her off the cell phone behind the wheel. Yeah, kids
Yep.
don't write in cursive or know how to drive stick shift. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's a dying art, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I own a couple acres, and I had a 3500 dually mega cab. My daughter was like 12. I let her go in the backyard and just do donuts, just drive. I mean, she ended up doing such donuts so much that the truck was sitting on the frame and was stuck, and I had to go get another truck to pull it out. And my father-in-law says, "Why the hell would you let her do that? She destroyed your lawn." I said, "You know why? Why? Because she can."
Yep.
You know.
Both of my daughter and my son's first vehicle was my Ford F-150 95 stick shift straight V6 or
Nice
straight.
one.
Yeah, so they learned how to drive stick. That was my number one thing with my wife. I was like, they're gonna learn how to drive a stick shift. Damn it.
April, thank you for racing home to join us. Appreciate that. Says I retired from police work and do knife sharpening and had a hard time keeping up with business. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just anyone in the trades, it just seems like, my plumber makes $60 an hour and an hour. And yeah. Scott said, "Hello, Mary." They're talking amongst each others. So much work out there, very few sharpeners. Well, I tell you what, every time I try to sharpen a kitchen knife, I just make it worse. So I just buy new ones.
I used to sharpen knives for beer. The guys I work with, electricians, of course, most of them didn't know how to sharpen a knife. I'm very good at it. So,
Yeah.
hey, can you sharpen my knife? I said, well, which bar are we going to after work? You're mine.
There you go.
I sharpen my own too, but I do know people like you, Rick, who use a knife until it's dull and then throw it away and buy a new one.
I got this one right here. Like, you see it?
Yeah,
Look,
I learned how to
look how
sharpen
dirty that.
before anything. Yep.
Now that you got that MOPA laser, everything's going to be engraved, right? Across the forehead.
Here's a Schrade that's probably 30 years old and really worn down. I carried this all the time I was working. So, as you can see, it's really worn from what it used to be, but still works and it's still razor sharp. Keep it that way.
Rob said, "I added laser engraving this year. Thanks for watching, Steve." Well, there you go.
Big
Thanks.
Steve.
I sell engines and transmissions. If you need them, give me parts. Shout outs. There you go. If anyone needs an engine, Mike, you got to say where you're at, Mike. That'll give people good help.
Mike's in Kentucky, I think,
Okay.
somewhere around there.
Mike said, "Daniel, what's up, man?"
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, Daniel, I've been seeing you doing a ton of lives lately, coming up in my feed like live. Said, man.
Yeah, upon requests. So,
Okay. Steve, how's that OnlyFans still working out for you? Pretty good?
It's bringing in the bucks, man. when you have the skill and the innate talent,
I'm not hating.
filled in your shop.
I always say round is a shape. I'm in shape.
Oh my god, that's funny. I need to get in better shape myself.
Yeah, I know, man. Louisiana, Kentucky boy here.
Louisville.
Hey, since we aren't talking about lasers, I want to ask you a question. Are any of the four of you or three of you, are you familiar with this stuff called scratch leather?
Yes, I have a bunch of it. JDS.
I've been playing with this lately, and it actually does a really nice job.
I haven't played with that yet.
I have a bigger one which I just dropped on the floor, and I'll try not to fall out of my chair.
Trying to figure out how to make
this one was a little bit. I went a little bit hard on it, but It does. I mean, you can
Is that
get
Elvis?
grayscale out of this stuff, which is neat.
Yeah, I like it because you can get any color in the background, right? You could have gold in the back, blue in the literally any color you want. And JDS sells it, and they can actually buy it by the pretty big sheets.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to cut it down your own size, but I wanted to start using them to make patches for the hats.
Yeah, I got somebody sent me a material kit to look at. I'll probably do a video on it just because I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, Jurassic Wigmark said, appreciate your help today, Steve.
Yeah, he's been trying to engrave some coasters and having a bit of a challenge.
Slate, wood, what kind of coasters?
Slate coasters, of course, because everybody wants slate.
Yeah, no, I bought probably 1,000 blanks and haven't done anything with them yet. I keep saying
as it turns out, we live probably, I don't know, 25 minutes from each other. We shop at the same stores apparently. So.
Oh wow, nice one.
That's cool.
Yeah. I got 50 pounds of exotic wood species Thursday. I'm trying to figure out what the hell to do with it all.
Send it to me.
Is that what you emailed me, Mike? Yeah, he got like some purple heart, green heart, all kind of crazy stuff. E-pay.
Nice.
I don't like e-pay.
I've been seeing these. This company who's advertising they sell wood by the pound, but you don't know what it is. Have you seen that? It's all exotic woods.
I use a specific supplier.
I don't know. Is cottonwood exotic? We got a lot of that around here.
Yeah, I think it is considered an exotic. No,
pine is exotic to somebody.
Soon in the States, pine trees are going to be exotic. The way they keep cutting everything down, you have to go to Canada to get a pine tree.
Yeah, we have a few.
Mike, I think you should do some pencil boxes, man.
Oh, that's cool. Yes. So my daughter, she's really crazy into art, and I had told her I wanted to laser engrave her pencil, and she says, "No, Dad, that's embarrassing." Well, guess what happened? Someone stole her pencil book.
Oh man!
But they're not they're no Crayola pencils. These are like $300 pencils. And I said, guess what? When we get you new pencils, guess what's going to have on them? Laser engraved your name.
You might want to build a pocket in the pencil box for an Apple AirTag.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I couldn't believe
a bad idea.
Yeah, she walked out of the class, walked back in, and of course it was gone.
Hey,
Polly says hi.
Polly Wilson. Yeah. Oh, here you go.
You're going backwards.
Am I going backward?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, my bad. I think Steve and I are jumping into each other. Yep.
Well, I got something I could throw out there to everybody. If you've got a CNC and you've been thinking about upgrading it, I'm talking about one of the little ones, like a 3030 or 3018. I was at Lowe's the other day, and that's not a place I usually go. But this router right here,
I have that.
it's an ER11 collet. So you can use, and it comes with 1/4 and 1/8 inch collets you can use. I'm going to put this on my 4040. And the best part was, hope you can see this.
$34.
Cost me $48.
Yep.
Wow.
I just bought one about a week ago for the crew out in the field. It's
cool.
a damn good router too.
Yeah, and I'll get it out of the box here. It's got a 65 millimeter right here.
Column.
So for my 40, I can buy the adapter for it from Saint Smart, who is now sold out of them, of course. But that's a future project that's going to be coming up.
Yeah, I have a Saint Smart 6060 extension kit for a 4030 Pro V XL, whatever the hell they call the thing. Gonna do an upgrade on it. I'm gonna put a trim router on it too.
Daniel, I'm thinking of making them as cutting board setup, maybe different patterns and turning them into phone stands. That's cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's cool. You guys making anything crazy for Valentine's Day?
No.
Yeah, I did.
My Valentine's.
Just a minute.
I've been just so busy trying to keep up with customer stuff. I had a guy here yesterday who wanted a whale, a 30-inch long whale, cut out of olive wood, and when he left 2 more projects for me to do. So
Nice. What do you got there, Roger?
My
love.
Laser cut. Laser cut and airbrushed. Not
Nice.
for sale, just for fun. My wife liked it, so there's a
That's
brownie
cool.
point.
That's cool. Yeah, I just
Like that.
Roger Amazon has the mount for $29.
Yeah, except they're sold out.
If you
That
go
was-
under the item on Amazon, my wife just showed me this the other night because they were out of something, but it says it'll have like 8 more sellers with this item or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
I did
Yeah,
the look in
sometimes
there
they'll have
too. The other thing is the CNC I'm putting this on is the 4040 Reno. That hasn't even been released to the public yet. So
All right, guys.
I'm doing a trial and testing and review the stuff, and I can't even post my videos on it yet until they make it public. But it's a neat CNC.
That's definitely a sweet going.
Wow. Is that an octopus?
Yeah. My
Dude, that's
son's into
badass.
that. My son's into that Jake and the Pirates cartoon.
Oh yeah.
So I said it looks like a pirate's coin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to. Here.
Oh, you should get some brass and do it with some brass. Make a little pirate
Look,
chest.
what it is? Look, see that's what
Oh,
the
yeah,
original.
yeah.
That's what originally looked like.
It's stainless.
Yeah. It's like gold color. It's not the
Oh,
stainless one.
it's one of the challenge coin ones. Yeah, I got a bunch of those
Yeah.
sitting in a drawer.
Yeah, it's not
I've been
the
meaning
not
to-
stainless. Yeah, it's just yeah. So I thought it was cool, and then it has the like the ridges on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did you cut those in?
no. I bought them like that. I actually bought these off Amazon.
I got you.
Yeah, so I think you'll like it. I think it's pretty cool. But look at how that shine is, man.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
nice.
nuts.
You're blinding me.
All right, man. We got a question to answer here.
Go for it.
The best class 1 laser for a beginner.
Oh, that's not my question.
You're going to have to go to something like We Create or the X-Tool S1 if you want a class 1 laser.
Yeah.
Everything else is going to be a class 4.
Yeah, if it's a total beginner laser, I'd say the We Create is probably the easiest one to use.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, just a disclaimer: when they say class 1, just so you know, in China they're doing self-certification, so it might be class 1, it might not be. So like the S1, definitely it would pass a class 1 test for sure. But the second you put the riser on it, it's no longer class 1 because
Or if you defeat the cover.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So, Steve, I watch a bunch of your videos on different lasers, and I really think learning towards the longer B130 watt. What do you think? It's a good starter laser.
I like the whole B1 family. I think they're all great. I don't know. Have you used any of the B1s, Roger?
Yeah, I have them as well. I have the 10, 20, 30, and 40.
Yeah, I got them all too. Yeah. I would say like
I also have the Ruby head for it.
Yeah, I do too. So an interesting question came up, but we'll finish answering this first. The 30 watt is probably the sweet spot. Like, I don't know, people really flock to 40 watt lasers for some reason. I don't know. They want to cut a bunch of 2x4s or something. But in reality, I think 30 watt is probably 20 to 30 watt is what people are going to find the most value in.
I agree.
In part because
much finer point too, a much finer engraving point.
Yeah.
So is the 20 good for cutting, or is it more like engraving?
Well, you can cut with any of them. It depends. You know, it's the difference between cutting with a table saw and cutting with a handsaw.
Okay.
You know, it's your level of perseverance, I guess, is what determines whether you can cut. But
yeah,
30 watt. So with 30 watt, you get a beam that's powerful enough to actually do some reasonable cutting, but it's a small enough beam spot that you can do reasonable engraving as well. So it's a pretty good balance.
Ron, so can we get the names of your YouTube channels? I'll hide this comments that comes up, and then you'll see all of our names pop up under our.
No, I don't see them.
You don't see it? Well, do you know how you put it, Steve? You put your name in when you first joined it?
Oh, you want me to put my whole thing in there? Steve makes everything is mine. Just
Right,
says
right, right. Well, it says Steve, and underneath it in white says Steve makes everything.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Okay.
I've got my as Roger Shop, and it's underneath my name there.
Yeah, so
I don't got nothing, man.
yours just says bearded Viking. Well, you're on your phone, so I don't think you can. Right, you're not.
Yeah.
Daniel, you joined us on your phone. Yeah, but if you're on your laptop or a computer, you'd be able to see it. But it does show all of our names. But when we show a comment, it makes our names disappear.
Gotcha.
The coin looks fantastic. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that.
Carved it by hand.
I did it with my teeth.
Did it this afternoon just for fun.
Got to figure something out. Just took a pay cut from $22 to $12.50. Got to make money as soon as possible.
That's a big pay cut. What'd you do? Fail a drug test?
Man, like, I would just say stay strong, brother. I don't think it's just you. I think it's a lot of people, and I think we're all feeling it. Everyone's feeling it, and there's nothing wrong with. Sometimes at certain times you got to get 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet, and you got to do what you got to do.
You're good, Mike. Email me, man.
What machine are you using to engrave the brass coins? I'm using a OMG MOPA 60-watt laser.
Is that a oh my god?
Yep, that's why I said, oh my god.
Oh my god! How did you get that thing? That thing is huge.
I asked that question too.
Yeah, I don't know. God's been blessing me lately. That's all I can say.
Golly, man, I get a little illegal.
Yeah, so that 60-watt laser, you can pretty much do anything. Guns, I mean, anything. I dropped probably about $1,100 in blanks, so you're going to see a ton of stuff coming out of me soon. See, what do you say about the S1 riser?
What's to say?
No, why do you say that?
If you want to do, if you want to put a rotary on an S1, you need that at the very least. But it also gives you the ability to do extended material, so you've got the pass throughs.
Yeah, they actually have a conveyor you can put on there, and I don't have the space for it, and I don't have the space for a lot of the stuff I got, but I don't need any more additions. So that room is big enough.
Xcool is sending me a P2 to review, and I accepted it with reluctance because I have no room.
I know. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna put this damn laser.
Well, that's a small laser. You can put that anywhere. Put it
Laser. Daniel, the good thing is that when you're not using it, you can hang it on the wall if you want. You don't have to leave it on the table. So just leave it.
Doesn't it have to stay calibrated?
No. As long as it stays square. I mean, you tighten it up.
They sent it to me in a big box, and the box that it's actually in is way smaller than the box they sent, with no kind of packaging material. And I'm like, wow. Like, I hope the thing didn't get knocked around.
They're pretty durable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hanging them on the wall is the way to go.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Lasermatic MK2 30-watt, best in my book. 10 to 30 switchable, includes camera, air assist, and rotary.
Yeah, I hear good things about the Lasermatic as well.
I haven't tried it.
The one I got has air assist. Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. It's gonna make a huge difference in cutting, and not gonna have burning.
Also keeps your lens cleaner.
Yes.
Nice.
Jacob, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Let's see here. The coin is next level. Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it, man. This is only my second one. I actually did a Marine one before, so yep, we'll see. Steve, can you buy the 20-watt module for the D1 Pro as a standalone upgrade?
The 20-watt? Oh, sorry, I'm looking in the wrong place. If you have a 10, this is okay. You can buy. Actually, let me know. I've got a 30-watt one sitting here. I think that I'm not using.
Oh, there you go. You got the hookup.
Yeah.
Damn.
It could be
Hey,
a way
Steve.
for me to get rid of something.
Says, LOL, I took a pay cut doing 2 jobs. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
My coin is a little less impressive than yours, Rick.
Put it closer in. I can't see.
Oh, it'll probably go out of focus at that point.
Oh,
There you
there
go.
you
There.
go.
I see it. Cool. I like
Oh,
the
nice.
end ridge cuts.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the pie symbol?
Yeah, it's my company logo. I
Oh,
can't get it
that's
into
awesome.
focus anymore.
That's awesome.
It's the
Cool.
sign on the wall is up above me here, but it's off camera.
Nice one. Thanks, Danielle. I will appreciate the positive energy. Thanks again, guys. Stick in there, Mike. S1 riser is necessary if you plan to use it for pass through.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve. I have the S1 coming with the riser, mainly doing boxes. Uh-oh. Daniel's the
then,
man. If you want to buy
then you want
boxes.
to talk to Daniel. Yeah. Teach
Yeah.
Daniel how to make boxes on his laser.
Yeah, I think Julia is a member, so I'm real familiar with her.
Nice. 2 a.m. here in Stockton right now, guys.
Nicholas.
Nick, where are you joining us from? Later, you got to go.
Later.
Says, I watched a video of changing the device settings from S value default 1000 and changing to the system max. So I now have the longer 40 watts, so I changed the max to 3600, and oh my God, it worked. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll still have to deal with the big beam if you're doing engraving, but
Well, the one thing that they say, right, is that even though you're actually doing that speed, it's not really true because you have to ramp up to it and then ramp down, right? So you have
yeah.
to, what is that? What's that setting in Lightburn you have to turn on?
In lasers, it's either jerk or in 3D printers, it's jerk or acceleration. But there is
Right,
an
right,
acceleration value
Yeah,
in
it's
Lightroom.
acceleration on lasers,
right, right.
and you'll never meet it unless you've got like my big 800 by 800. I suppose if I wanted to send it from one end to the other at max speed, I could do it, and it would accelerate to it. But on a short engrave or a cut, it'll never ever reach it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be slow.
It says, nice, Steve. What machine did you use?
Oh, on the coin, it was a ComMarker B4. It's only a 20 watt, and it doesn't have all those fancy MOPA designations or any of that kind of stuff.
So the one thing I will say is this: it's 1 a.m. Stanley. Oh wow, good morning. In the UK, one thing I will say about the MOPA is the MOPA is awesome, right? They have, just like you're seeing these dial lasers. They're saying you can make, hundreds of colors and blah 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 blah. But the thing is that it's only on stainless steel, and it's really difficult to get consistent matching. Who's that? You guys hear that?
Well, it's not me.
I think it's. Oh, it's like we're going to not frozen. Must be Steve. I think it's Steve. We're making a remix, Roger.
I muted my mic. It's not me.
It's Steve. Steve, it's Steve because I pulled him out and it stopped. There you go.
Well, you're welcome there, Mark, for the comment there with the Roger blocks. Yes, they work.
Just curious, how long does it take to engrave the coin? They can take up to an hour and a half, 2-3 hours. It really just depends on the detail. Like when you start doing this 3-dimensional stuff, it's different when it's like one layer. When you start doing 3-dimensional stuff, like it can get pretty crazy. Let me see if. I was looking for the Marine Corps and I had it in my pocket. I don't feel it. Hold on. Let me see if I can grab it. This coin, you'll see the dog from the range. You'll see the American flag, and in the flag itself, you'll even see the stars. So I mean, let me see how I can do this. I'm trying not to block my own light. Sorry, but yeah, it's pretty insane. And then, of course, we were talking about the colors. You see how it looks like a pink or a rose gold. It really starts off like this, just silver. But just like, anything else, you got a Harley or chrome or exhaust or, metal, when it's heat to certain temperatures, it will change different colors. So that's how I was able to get that rose gold look. Robot repeating. Yeah, we had a remix. Looks like Steve's internet was being goofy and it was crazy. Hey, Daniel, it was not you, it was Steve. So go ahead and jump in. Your phone wasn't causing an issue. Hello. Seen some level shelves notched out on the back. Thinking of turning a backboard into a moon and the shells in the clouds. Look cool on my wolf statue. Yeah, get creative. Hey, Daniel, jump back in, man. You're fine. It wasn't your phone. It was Steve's internet being crazy. Your internet wasn't causing an issue. Looks cool on the coin. Refraction of silver is sweet. Thanks, appreciate it. Like I said, I'm still learning. I've only actually, to be honest with you, done these two coins. So this Pirates looking one, and then the U.S. Marine one. So still learning. It's a beautiful coin. Definitely honors Marines like my dad. Yeah. Thank you for serving. I always say thank you for serving because as a family, you all serve together. Come on, Daniel. They're saying, come back, Daniel. Come back.
Well, he said he's working on it.
Yeah. I think he thought it was his phone that was causing an issue. Here he goes. Steve's back.
I'm back.
You're back.
I actually joined, but I couldn't get in.
Oh, that's a beautiful coin. Love the death. Thanks. Appreciate it, Dan. Dan said, give me a second. I think he was rebooting his phone thinking it was him.
Yeah, I don't know. I got some kind of a weird bug going on in my system here.
Yeah, sometimes you watch too much porn on your computer, they get a little goofy.
It's the driver I use for OnlyFans. I think that's.
You need more RAM.
It sounded like you were invaded by aliens there.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that's true. My youngest son is a Marine. Yeah, thank you for serving. Like I said, when we're in the service, I always say your family serves. They're just as worried for you when you're gone. Oh, he's back.
Hey,
sorry, guys. It wasn't you, Daniel. It was me, not you.
Oh, I thought it was me.
Mike said, Paris Island, no picnic. Luckily, I was only visiting. Nope. I think Scott's laughing at your comment there, Steve. Hey, so I just want to say thank you everyone for joining us. Looks like we got a decent amount of people in this room. Do us a favor and just go ahead and drop in the comments where where you reside at, so we know where you're reaching us at. And again, this is a live question and answers video. So if you have any questions for us, you got questions, you got answers, let us know, and we'll do the best we can to give you an honest answer. That's what she said. Needs more RAM.
I got my raccoons laughing.
Washington State. I can't even say it. Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
Oh, where's your French, man?
Yeah.
Baton Rouge.
Rouge.
Guys, let's hear the story how you four got together in this pod.
Rick started it.
Yeah, Rick sent an email. That's how we did it.
Yeah, we all met on OnlyFans.
Yeah. They were subscribers to my OnlyFans channel.
We all subscribe to Steve.
I'm definitely a subscriber. I'm a member. I'm monthly.
He's an executive member. No, I'll be honest with you. These guys, I'm fans of them, and I didn't think that I would co-host with anyone that I didn't look up to, respect their opinion as well. And I value everything that they say, and I think that uh, they have a good moral compass. And I say that because um, sometimes people think that we're a hand for hire, and these manufacturers can just give you you'll say what they want if they give you what you want. And at the end of the day, if you start sounding like an infomercial or you're being dishonest, then you're going to lose your subscriber base, and all your work was for nothing. So I think that everyone is the same. I mean, you guys can speak for your own, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
it feels mutual.
definitely. If I start sounding like an infomercial, feel free to leave some nasty comments because that's not the intent. I only review things that I actually believe in. So
I do the same. I get a lot of offers, hey, do this, and well, here, sign this contract, and hey, we'll give you $1,000 to do this. No, I don't do that. You want to send me the item? I'll do reviews on it. And if I get to keep it, that's fine. If you want it back, you pay the dime shipping it back. I'll do that. But if you want to preview the video first or any of that kind of stuff, you're out of luck.
Yeah. Yeah, I only answer emails that say, "What are your demands?"
So Mark said I'm doing nine cork coasters in a jig right now. 38 minutes could flood fill time. Help me drop the time.
yes,
Yep. Yeah, but the jig is definitely nice, and that's what that's what's nice too now with these fiber lasers, just because they have that table. Man, that table's nice. You set that up and it just spins. I got one. I haven't opened it up yet, but we'll try it out. Virginia. Man, I look like a hoarder. If you were to see the corner of this office, there's like boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff I still have to
Oh, a
open.
hoarder.
Yeah, hoarder. Because
Oh.
people sending me stuff and I haven't opened it yet. It's like, man.
Well, look behind me. But I will say I did dust the shop today. And by that, I mean I had to do a bunch of sanding. So now there's literally dust on everything.
Yeah.
So weather gets nice, so crank up the leaf blower and blow all the sawdust out the door again.
That's how I
Yeah.
do it.
Yep.
Tennessee. I keep wanting to go out to Tennessee, see the mountains and all that
I
stuff.
love Tennessee.
Yeah, never been there.
Nice.
New York. Yeah, I got a lot of family in New Jersey, in Jackson. Most people know Jackson because of Six Flags. More New York.
Josh.
Hello from Cincinnati, Ohio.
OnlyFans.
I don't know, Steve. You might get some weird stalkers.
I sound like I need to actually create an account.
What is the best use for? I don't even know what that is.
Bourbon barrel stave.
Staves. Conrad, one of my members, works with that a lot. A lot of that reused barrel wood. He makes like candle holders and like smokers or something like that.
I actually use bourbon barrel staves, broken ones, in my smoker.
Yeah, I was gonna
There
say.
you go.
Chip it up, sell it just for the wood. New York. Come on, people! 9 people watching. 2 thumbs up. Yeah, come on, guys. There's actually shows 58 people on my side. And I would give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Appreciate that.
There you go.
What do you do with your leaf blower?
That's how you dust the shop.
Enfield,
You open the overhead doors, crank it up, and just blow all the sawdust out the door.
Yeah. Nashville. Yeah, you guys got any questions, ladies and gentlemen? If you have any questions, feel free to drop it so we can give you our honest answer. Hey, Daniel. So what's the first project you want to start with that laser?
I have no idea.
Nothing in mind?
Nope. I
You
got to
gotta go
figure
into
out how to use it first.
You got to go into the coaster business, man.
Oh, God.
High volume, low margin.
Yep. I'm going to definitely be making some beard combs.
No, I think that'd be cool.
There you
Yeah.
go. There's that
Make some merch. Hey, I got a white thing.
white thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it says. Oh, you can see it now.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, when if the comments go away, like here, if it shows this, it drops. Hey, Daniel, get his laser together.
No, not yet. I
Is it,
tried
you
to
have,
last night. I was
do you
going to
have to
open it and
assemble it?
try, but no.
Does it need to be assembled, or is it all pre-built?
No, they said it was going to be pre-assembled minus a couple things, and they sent it to me in a million pieces. So when I opened it on live last night, I was like, guys, we got a problem here. This is going to take quite a while. So
Steve said, hello, Roger.
I
Hey,
do like
Steve. Yeah, he's one of my subscribers.
I do like the trend of pre-built lasers these days.
right?
I have a CNC. I still haven't put together. With our first live, I talked about it, just getting it. It says 8.5 hours. I just know that's like a 3-day and a case of beer later. It's together. Braille talked me great wedding signature gifts. Yeah, I could see that. See that. More asking about your laser.
No, not yet.
Oh, there you go. I'll buy a beer. They said they'll buy a comb.
Oh yeah,
If I can convince my camera to focus, there we go.
there it is. There it is, Steve.
There it is. Yep.
Oh, it was briefly focused.
That's a
Hey.
tricky thing to do. I've tried that when I'm shooting videos. That's hard to do.
Well, I have a cinema camera, and it's designed to focus on my face, not on
I
camera.
have
Yeah.
a $20,000 camera, and it ain't worth nothing.
Well, it's not 40, but it's not $100.
Hello, Sydney.
Cleveland, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Any stories in here? That's an interesting question.
What's that? Any stories or pieces you regret selling and wish you still had?
Oh yeah, every one of them.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they become like family.
They do, man.
Yeah. Do you all sell online? I'm just getting started. So much questions. How much inventory do you start with?
Yes, I sell online, and inventory again depends what it is.
Yeah, I sell custom pieces.
Yeah, me
So,
too.
one at a time.
I would say, April, don't get more than you could afford not to sell. If it's a financial decision that, hey, I can't, I'm expected to sell these to make money to replace the money, then back off and get less. Even if you sold one, or if you make one and then you have an example because they see a physical item, and then you could take pre-orders, or other people want to make it, then you could get, some deposits, or,
Yeah.
Start within your means. Don't mean you don't have to go drop 1,000. I said that earlier. I dropped 1,000, but I've been known for, it's been 2:30 in the morning. I'm on Amazon and I get in trouble. That's cool.
At the very least, you're better to leave it as raw material and not build it, because things change. 2 years ago, charcuterie boards were all the rage. Now nobody wants those. So, but you can use that material to build the next thing.
Jeff.
Jeff wants to be a moderator.
I made him a moderator. I made all my members a moderator on that crazy live we had, and let them kick people off, because we got a bunch of spam. But
the only problem is he's from Canada.
I know, man. Yeah, what the hell, Jeff?
And what do we call Canadians, Rick?
Oh, you're making fun of me as I said Canucks.
Canuck.
I'm bald. How do I convince peeps to buy a comb?
Tell them it's from Bearded Viking Woodworks.
Tell them both heads don't match.
I almost spit my coffee out.
Why are you buying the comb? I still brush it. Ohio. I know Steve is from Canada. Forgive me, but where is Roger, Daniel, and Rich located?
I'm in Illinois.
I'm in Illinois too.
England, mate.
You are not.
Yeah, mate.
You're not from Norway either.
What about building prices for rent? Oof.
What about building pieces for rent?
I know people do that for a lot of weddings, and I know I've seen a couple influencers that are pretty successful online saying that, but The one thing is that people beat the crap out of it, so you have to kind of build that in the price. If it's broken, then you're not going to sue someone over a cup holder, right? I mean, it is what it is. So, but I think you could make a decent amount of money.
Now, I'm going to throw a little story out there. This doesn't necessarily have to do with woodworking, but a lot of my viewers know that we also own greenhouses, and we have a greenhouse business. And I had a large sale on Amazon a few years ago of a whole bunch of potted hydrangeas in bloom. They bought them. And of course, you know, with Amazon, you can send anything back for any reason. They sent them back a week later. They still had the damn wedding decorations on. They used them for centerpieces at a wedding reception. Then sent them back in a refund.
Wow.
Horrible. This is my first live with you, and I'm having a great time. Thanks, Bob. We're trying to be amusing to everyone.
There you go. Here's another guy just down the road from me.
I'm just funny to look at.
See, on the east coast of Canada, there's a lot of craft people. There's a real community here, so that's one of the reasons why there's so many East Coasters here.
Nice. Conrad is good and cook for Daniel's life.
Does that include craft beer?
Yeah, there's some good craft beer here too.
Oh well, might have to hit up that way sometime.
It kick you in the ass though. That's pretty strong. Like it's like 2-3 beers to us.
We do real beer here. Well, that's it.
Yeah. I won't visit my wife's family. It's like, woo, what is this? You know, but the one thing that's funny is that see, in the stateside, you can buy beer anywhere. We don't have our own beer stores. I mean, we do have liquor stores, but you can still buy liquor in the grocery.
It depends where you are here. Some like Quebec has you can buy beer at a corner store.
Right. Looking into a desktop CO2, opinions and thoughts on Tech and Mopart.
Monport.
Monport.
I have a Monport K40, and I'm happy with it, but I don't really call that a desktop thing. That damn thing's heavy. It's big. It's on its own cart. It's got a chiller that goes with it, and that takes up more space.
Yeah, OMTech makes something you could call a desktop laser.
Yeah,
I've heard good things. I don't have one, but I've heard good things about them.
I think that the Monport K40 is the cheapest CO2 laser that you can buy that's like a pre-mod. And what I mean is there's cheaper K40. You just search K40. There's a whole lot more than just Monport. But some of the mods that people are doing are kind of how it's coming. But the only thing that I wish that it had was air assist. Like you want to put the temperature gauges in there. They did everything that people are doing, you did, which is cool. But the one thing you didn't do was probably the cheapest thing you could have done is just put air assist. Like even if it was just a hose and they didn't give you the compressor, like come on.
Yeah, I had to add it to mine, and it was kind of a pain.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah, the challenge with desktop CO2s is the workspaces tend to be very small.
Yeah, this is for the K40 right here. I got this one guy right here.
Looks like something a dentist would use.
Yeah.
Well, because it's so you don't have to change the lens. You can actually just like hook this to it.
Yeah. Well, that's for the sensor, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can put that to it, you know, and then I also have I haven't even opened it yet. Somebody sent me a 3D printed one. I haven't even opened it yet, but you know,
I bought the lens housing replacement to put it the nozzle right into the beam, but it's a pain. Then you got to refocus everything.
And that's actually, Roger, how I first came across your channel was from the Monport K40. We're both doing the reviews.
Can you do an upgrade using like the Cloud Ray optical tube? I just when I built my CO2 laser, I just used the bits and pieces from Cloud Ray, and the air assist comes right down the tube. Yeah,
you probably could. That's why I said there's 3 different ways people are doing it, but the biggest thing is once you change it out, just realigning the lenses and, you know, because people are screwing that bottom piece in and it changes the focal point and just all kinds of headaches. So I thought if I can just leave it as is and put an accessory on the outside, then
you could always go watch my alignment video. I've done 2 of them actually.
Okay.
The one for my DIY laser is the more intricate one.
Let them have their fun, Steve. I'm only here for an hour from the Canada border here upstate New York.
There, see, he's very close to paradise.
Uh, East Coast is all about craft beer and craft fairs. Oh man, I
Yeah.
think you may have some truth to that.
Oh, it's
Having
totally true.
having a few Millers here. Cheers. Diet Millers. What's the Diet Millers? Is it because they're light?
Miller Lite. I guess that's it. They got like Bud Lights, Diet Budweiser.
Yeah. Let's let
What,
them last.
what
There you
what
go.
is light beer in the U.S.? It's like zero alcohol, or
Bud
It's
Light,
supposed to have less
Miller
calories.
Lite.
I
Yeah,
mean, I
Bud Light.
mean, here you can buy beer that has the alcohol content of a good bottle of wine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Johnny King, what's up, Paul? What's up, Johnny? Beers available all Newfoundland convenience stores, gas stations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys prefer a spray polyurethane? What is that, or brush, or
I use rub-on poly usually.
I either do rub on or spray. I need to get a stool with a back on it. I got to keep standing up here. This is killing me tonight. Oh,
Maybe you need a stool with wheels on the side.
hey, you lazy gurus? I have quite a big newbie question, but it's requires quite a long text. Can I write it down and mail it to Daniel, your address, next Friday? You can send us an email if you want. Yeah, let me show my email, and you're more than welcome. Or here, I'll just put it in the comments. Well, you know what? I don't know who's. Um, Here, send an email. Rick.ramirez@ricks2cents.com. Rick.ramirez@ricks2cents.com. And if it's long-winded, we can bring it up in our beginning of our next video. I have a small basement laser setup with enclosure air purifier. The purifier is so small, I'm always worried about fumes. Is there a circulation or air tunnel I should follow?
there's a lot of if you get on Google, you can find calculators. You put in the uh, size of your room, and it'll tell how much air you want to turn over, and it'll calculate it for you.
So I did a couple different things. One, I actually just got, I don't know if you can see it, no, that's light's blocking it. I just got a dust collector in the air because when you're doing that, it does put dust in the air. Two, I went and bought 6-inch PVC that's actually used for a water main, and I used it and piped PVC all the way directly to the laser. And on the outside of my house, I drilled a hole, so from the outside, it looks like a dryer vent, right? Just that little plastic piece.
That's what I have too.
Right, and then I want to start doing acrylic. So even though the Montport K40 comes with an air purifier and all that, I was still concerned about the contaminants that could be in the air. So I did buy like a air purifier that should take those contaminants out just in case, because at the end of the day, I'm doing this in my house. I'm not doing this in a shop or in a garage outside. So I did have those concerns, but
My mod port vents directly outside. It's got a dedicated vent for it.
yeah, mine does both. Because I figured just sucks it in, or whatever. So
Yeah, everything in my shop is vented out.
yeah.
There you go, Steve. Yeah, I've got. I can't really advertise alcohol, so I got this blue bottle here that has a liquid in it that I'm drinking.
I made a work water bottle for my wife, and it's engraved on the outside. It says, "There's a good chance this is wine."
Coors Light equals Colorado Kool-Aid. I used to live in Westminster, Colorado. My dad actually was part of the Denver Airport project. So yeah, very crazy. Thanks, Rick. No problem. No problem. Send us an email and we'll get it taken care of. We have drive-through beer stores here, and yeah, we had that for a little while in Illinois, right? I think it was that in cigarette stores, but they didn't last.
I was in I forget where in Arizona one time, and I had to go to a bank machine, and it was in a strip where you could drive in, and there was a bank machine, liquor store and a gun shop all in the same row, and you could just drive up and pick up whatever you needed. And I'm thinking, oh, there's so much wrong with this.
It's like that's how you know you're in a bad neighborhood in Chicago. It's like liquor store, gun store, liquor store, gun store. Hey, Daniel, are you clicking on the link that's only for us in the email thread? Let us know, although I can forward it to you again, but it's the same link. Woodford Reserve, working on finishing off the bottle so I can get the measurements for a box. There you go. Daniel, I think, dropped off on his internet's acting up on his phone. Oh, Rob, do any of you have any hard plumb lines in your shop? I'm thinking about installing rapid air lines in my shop. Just wondering if anyone's used them.
I haven't used that specifically. I do have it hard plumbed up to the laser room in the loft off my compressor. But down here in the shop, everything's on retractable hoses and hoses you could trip over. I have to have those too. But I've never hard plumbed the air down here.
Mine is all hard plumbed for air. I don't use it though. I just use my portable air compressor.
Yeah, in my house, I just have that pull down one. I have one of those ultra silent compressors. I don't want to hear my wife yelling at 2:30 in the morning. She hears her compressor turn on.
Wow.
Hey, Rob's also the person who was sent an email was talking about the 3D printers having motors that operate at a different frequency that our actual ears can't hear. I don't know, Rob, if you want to chime in and make some comments about that, but I guess he's pretty geeky into the 3D printers, which is out of my spectrum. I saw one of those drive-by stores in Alabama. Yeah.
Well, if you're ever in New Orleans, they are drive-through daiquiri places, and as long as you don't take the little plastic cover off the straw, it's not considered open container. So
that's crazy. That's crazy.
And a cop parks permanently at the end of the drive-through.
I don't know. There's a lot of drive-through places down there. It's also Bourbon Street is one of those places you just walk around drinking open alcohol down there.
Hey, sorry, Josh. I don't know. The chat doesn't. If it's you maybe a lag, you mean by me sharing, or what do you mean? What's a good first engraver when you're on a budget?
Oh my God.
We need to. I'm thinking we're gonna have to tally like a frequently asked questions.
Yeah, we're gonna need an FAQ.
Yeah.
So it would depend what you want to do, honestly. So avoid the 5 and 10 watt lasers that are for sale cheap on Amazon, because they'll just cause you one nightmare after another. Look for a good 20 watt laser if you're just getting started, because you'll outgrow a 10 watt, even a 10 watt, fairly quickly.
And you want to stick with somewhat of a brand name. You don't want a Yakimoja Fujiani, to try to start out with that nobody's ever heard of before.
I heard of that.
Yeah.
What you guys got good brand of quiet compressor? To be honest with you, and the people might talk smack, I have a Harbor Freight ultra quiet, and I love it.
My workshop is across the driveway from my house, and when I turn my compressor on, my wife complains.
Yeah, because
mine is not silent.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 garages, and each garage has a compressor in the garages. But if I went out in the garage and turned it on, you might hear it in the house. I mean, they are just.
My Bigsby wall isn't too bad. It's in its own room in here to kind of keep the noise down. But I tell you what's really loud is my Porter Cable pancake compressor. That thing is screaming loud.
Really? I'm from Louisiana, Roger. That is true.
Yep.
I said Rolly compressor. You guys are running solid on my TV. Oh, look at that. We're on TV. We're getting famous. I went to Delaware for work, and I had a convention out there, and I turned the TV on. It didn't even have cable. It actually said, do you want to sign in to YouTube, Pandora, or something else? That was like, are you serious? A hotel with no TV?
Hey,
All right.
Daniel's back.
Yeah, he was waving through the mist there.
Damn
Everyone
phone.
was yelling. It's all good. There is no comments that are reading. Then 6 pop up. Yeah, what you guys got to understand though is that all these comments are either they're coming from each one of our channels, and they're also coming from Facebook. So the app is kind of pulling all the comments together. One of your buddies has a California Air Tool set, silent compressor, and wow, it's quiet. Yeah, like I said, I'm happy. I'm super happy with the ultra quiet one from Harbor Freight.
Yeah, my planer's loud, and I'm going to put a Helix head on it here sometime. I should quiet it down a little bit, but yeah, the planer's loud.
Yeah, that'll quiet it down a lot with the Helix head.
Yeah, I have
I
a
don't know.
Helix on mine.
I don't have a Helix on mine, and I wanted one so long. And man, that thing, like, your ears will hurt for like 2-3 days if you don't put some ear protection on. Like, man, you feel that.
Yeah, well, once it doesn't matter so much with the Helix though. Once you touch wood with a piece of metal at that speed, it's going to make noise.
Hey Jack, thanks. It says for a newer live stream, you're doing great. This is only our fourth live stream, so we're still learning the apps, and of course, everything will get better. And collectively, all our subscribers are learning about this and joining. So, and if everyone's wondering why we did it at the time we did, it's because we're across different time zones, so it's kind of happy medium. Hey Daniel. As for cups with lids, we call them road sodas to drink on the way home after the bar closed.
Oh yeah, I remember those days.
Steve, I like what you put on your wife's coffee cup.
Yes, I actually have a picture of it someplace, but
I was watching while I was not on, but I was LOLing.
I think I made a video actually about 2 years ago. She still uses it.
I added a Harbor Freight airbrush compressor, and it comes with its own regulator and filter. $98. Yeah, I mean,
here's the definitive comment on quiet compressors.
I say karma for the neighbor's kids bounce. There you go.
Polly, you're funny.
You're on TV too, just trying to sleep, but you guys won't stop chatting.
Have a power button?
If all of a sudden the music changes to boom shika wow, maybe the auto forwarded one on the Steves after we signed off. Harbor Freight, quiet. I got one that makes you go deaf. Let me just grab it so you can see which one I'm talking about.
I have a small air compressor for my airbrush. It's really quiet. You can't even hear it. I don't remember what brand it is. I've had it for years.
Here it is. It's the Fortress Ultra Quiet. And the only difference between like the 4 different versions is how many gallons the tanks are. But I have 2 of them. I have one smaller than this, and I did a review and unboxing all that on them as well. But like I said, it's great. My Delta joiner is way too loud. Yeah, I think there's just certain you just gonna be loud, and you just gotta.
Well, it's cold up in Canada.
Yeah, I like show and tell. He kept asking, so I went and got it. I'm fat boy, so I'm a little out of breath, but thank you. Howdy, howdy. Sassy, sassy. Yeah. I was trying to make some sawdust. Uh-oh, watch out. How's the series coming along?
Wonderful.
Nice. Roger, looks like Mike said he does airbrushing as well.
Yeah, it's a learned talent. Yeah, I don't know anybody who's just born doing that. Of course, I can't do the fine stuff like these guys do on cars and stuff like that. But you know, what I do with that little guy, my little gnome here, that's all airbrushed right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, we lost Daniel. Hey, guess what? We're in the Chicagoland area and our internet rocks. We're the only ones not having internet issues. We love it. Who's your internet service provider, Roger?
What was that?
Who's your internet service provider?
It is not Mediacom. It's I don't know. It escapes me now, but it's fiber.
Okay.
Not on coax or anything. The internet we have here now, we got rid of Mediacom, but we never have outages. We never have poor bandwidth when all the kids get home from school or anything like that, like we used to have. It's all fiber now. I think it's called MetroNet.
Yeah, that's why I have MetroNet as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Sassies, I have a comment for you. If you can't get it to paint, then just use masking tape. When you go outside the lines, you peel it.
Well, yeah.
You know, and you could use fine line tape. It's special tape that can bend real easy to go around something. They use it on cars. You could probably buy it in an auto parts store. Yeah. So, Daniel said it needs a better provider. Sounds like a MetroNet plug. MetroNet, get it. Yeah, you need fiber. Unfortunately, I do not have airbrush. I do more airbrush art than woodworking. No shop here, so I'm.
Yeah, you get a victim to be to the elements, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, so guys, let us know if you have any questions or anything. We'll definitely answer. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. This is what I was saying. 3M fine line tape is awesome. It's been used for 23 years in cars. Yeah, that's actually what I would do, is use those as well.
One thing about that is if you're using it on gel coat, make sure you pull it before the gel coat's fully cured, or you're not going to get it off.
So one thing I used to do with that is that as you're putting the tape down, you'd pull it away and you'd actually rub it with your finger from the oils from your hands actually get on the glue of the tape. So it's enough to stick so that it won't come off. But exactly what you said, it's not going to stick so hard that it's going to pull your paint off or it won't come off. Fiber's the only way to go. Yeah. Yep. More and more, you know, they're getting rid of copper and it's going to be fiber everywhere. Oh, you got MetroNet, T-Mobile. T-Mobile. Question: do you guys get free Sing AC machine? Listen, 38 prints on YouTube videos that you make. What is that?
I don't understand the question, I guess.
Sorry, Jimmy. We don't understand. Try again.
Yes, I have shot polyurethane through an airbrush before, but generally just do acrylic because cleaning up lacquers and polyurethanes is a real pain in the butt on an airbrush.
Speaking of acrylic, do you have any of your engravings for that Monport K40?
The only thing I do on my Monport is cut acrylic.
Right.
Acrylic. And right. I don't have anything handy here, but
okay.
I mostly make unicorns.
Nice one. I've been wanting to do the whole LED. Accidentally on Amazon, I went to buy the acrylic base and the little clear acrylic part, and somehow price shopping I screwed up and I just bought the bases, so now I'm gonna have to buy a sheet and cut them down myself.
I've got some of those. I just never gotten around to making them.
Rather than your oily fingers, just stick it to your shirt first. Then the lint will minimize the adhesive. Works like any tape. Yeah, same thing. Steve says, sorry, power failure. Guess they found out my OnlyFans channel cut the line. Yeah, it looks like our two partners here are having problems, but we're still going strong.
We had a power failure here about 2 weeks ago, and it was right in the middle when I was doing like a 2.5 hour laser engrave. There's no recovering that.
Yeah.
And to start over.
Glitter Parts. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Thanks for joining. I've seen you on the last, actually, I think the last 3 lives you run. So thanks for joining us. Hey, how's it going, Conrad? We don't like oil in the auto business. Yes, absolutely.
Silicone's even worse.
Yes. But you know what? A wax and grease remover does help, right? Steve. I don't know. I might get some stalkers on the OnlyFans. I was just being a wise ass. Hi, Conrad. Yeah, so we did that giveaway on the Zippo lighter. He did approve the artwork, and I'll be sending that out this weekend. So his wife should be getting that for Valentine's Day, which is very nice. He had asked me not to actually send him a picture once I engrave it. He was just happy with approving the artwork, and he also wants to be surprised when he receives it. And then the last giveaway we just did, Daniel made a really nice jewelry box that was sent out to another subscriber. So yeah, of course, guys, showing our support. What's up, Enrique? So threw me off right there. That's one of the guys who I work with. So yeah, so hey, Enrique, you're here with a bunch of old lineman guys. So here you go. Roger's a lineman too. You're back.
Well, I guess I could kind of do a little bit of a preview of the giveaway we're going to be doing next Friday. I'm going to be giving away a Kentuck Tool 10-watt laser, completely assembled with a baseboard, mounts, and grid on it. And I'm going to attempt to take this laptop and turn it around and show you what it looks like. So we'll see how this works. Since I'm working off the laptop and not a camera here, but it is right there. Pay no attention to that CNC in the back because nobody's supposed to see that yet. But right here is the laser. It's got a grid engraved on it. Board, it'll all come completely assembled. But there are some conditions here. So let me get set back down. Conditions are you have to subscribe to all 4 of our channels. Another requirement is that the address that I'm going to send this to is in the continental 48 states because I'm not going to pay to ship it to like Budapest or something. So you're going to want to be tuned in next Friday night because we'll be giving that away.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so just remember, guys, we don't expect you to drop the live and go subscribe to us. We have been putting it in the comments, but of course, if you are chosen as a winner, we are going to verify. So just at some point in time, make sure you do so. We'd hate to you actually win and you don't get it. That'd really suck.
Hey, you've got a whole week to make sure you get subscribed.
Yep. So that's next week's giveaway, guys. If anyone, we've seen a lot of comments in here. Hey, what's the best laser to start with? Hey, what laser can I start with? Hey, it's almost been, we've kind of chuckled to each other because we see the same repeating questions. So this is an opportunity that if you'd want to get a laser and you just don't, you've been saving for it, or it's just been something you want but just haven't had a chance to get your foot in the door.
Yeah, this particular one, I picked this one because it's easy for the beginner to use, and it also has limit switches on it. So once you get into learning light burn, for example, you can work from what I call absolute coordinates. Well, they call it that too, but you're always working from exactly the same spot. So if you're doing something that's repetitive, it will always be in exactly the same place, and you're not messing around trying to get the laser in just the right spot. I have done quite a few videos on how to do these types of things. But this is a pretty nice laser, and the base pieces I have on it, you can actually put riser blocks on top. And if you want to use a roller with it, it has a port for a roller. There's no honeycomb board or enclosure included with this, but so it's stuff you can either buy or build.
And
Nice.
Nicholas says, I couldn't help it. I just paid $188 for membership on Steve's OnlyFans. Can you cut?
No, you can't. It does not work. It melts.
Yeah.
Acrylic, yeah, that sounds like it would melt.
Do either of you use fiber lasers? I'm considering jumping into the realm. Yes. If you didn't see it, let me give you a quick view. I know a lot of people have been jumping in and out of this. Here's a U.S. Marine Challenge coin that I made.
I don't have a fiber laser. I haven't gotten into that. Played around with the ruby laser a little bit, but that's about as far as I've gone outside of the diode and the CO2.
So it's not necessarily like what laser is better than the other, right? It's really what you choose to engrave, right? So if you're getting into fiber laser, of course, a fiber laser can engrave wood, but it's not something that's not why you buy a fiber laser. You buy a fiber laser because you want to do metal. So the big difference between the lasers is the wattage, but it's not like a diode laser. And what I mean by that is that a diode laser, the stronger the laser is, right, the stronger it is actually going to cut something. But the stronger the laser on a fiber laser, it also can go up in a higher frequency range. So you see how shiny these coins are. If you go on my YouTube channel and you see these coins when I'm making them, they're dull and they don't look anything like they look now, polished. And a higher powered fiber laser can go at a higher frequency range, and you can make a pass. It's a polishing pass. It would, excuse me, make a lot less elbow grease have to happen. So that's just something to keep in mind.
And another thing, a lot of people seem to think that the ruby laser is the same as a fiber. It is not. Here's something I did. Hopefully, I can get this to show up. I put my name right here with a ruby laser. It's
Nice.
not an old hammer, but it took a long time to do this, and it's not deep. If I would hit that with a piece of, let's say, 220 sandpaper, I could take that off of there. So it's not a deep engrave. It does engrave metal, but it is not a fiber laser.
Yeah, so on the fiber lasers, you are not taking that off. Like, it is permanent for
Right.
sure. It is deep cut. So yeah. Let's see, I lost my place. Costco has battery backups on sale. I bought a few for the 3D printer. I had a power failure a few weeks ago, and the printer started layering. It was visible.
Yeah, it is. If your 3D printer stops and you restart, I will say, with the exception of my Bamboo X Carbon, that one I've stopped that and restarted, and you can't tell. But on the Creality printers and the King Runes, if it stops for power failure and you restart it, you'll see that line. And we do have UPS units here, and I also have backup generators for the greenhouses, but it wasn't set up in the shop when the power went out and I was running that laser.
Yeah, I have a UPS power conditioner on every piece of equipment in my house. Not necessarily so that it can continue running if something dies. It's really because with lasers, with the power conditioning, you're getting optimal performance, or with the power being conditioned. And I've noticed such a drastic difference that I just chose to purchase it and put it on every piece of equipment. Some people have settings that make it so that you can't see who they are subscribed to. Yeah. Well, then they won't win.
Yeah,
that's a simple answer. I got a place to put something like that. Oh man. Nice coin. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see. I'm gonna give up for the night. My new router should be in tomorrow's. Next week won't have such a bad connection. We talk about, people ask all the time, are we making all this money on YouTube? And man, I just spent $2,600 on a new wireless router. And now I just got this new wireless. Where is it at? Mic, the DJI mic. Like, doing this stuff is the stuff adds up, you know, to be able to make
Yes,
our
it
channels
does.
and do things.
The answer
Yeah.
there about the clear acrylic, there's been people that have put videos up. They'll put like black construction paper underneath it, and then if it's really, 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 really thin acrylic, yeah, it might work. But if you got like an eighth or quarter-inch thick acrylic and it's clear, no, you need CO2 for that.
And just be careful, because what happens if it starts melting and causes a fire, it's going to be kind of difficult to put out because it's going to be a smoldering fire. So
Yep, and it'll light that paper on fire too.
yeah, and especially if it's not an enclosure and it's sitting on a piece of plywood, you're just asking for trouble, to be honest with you. I have to agree, a good fiber laser can do a lot of things but metal, but most other than lasers can't even try. Absolutely. Daniel said, I'm still here, just not on screen. Get that laser together, Daniel. Yeah, he's on it. He got excited, and I warned him. I said, hey, we all have collectively lasers sitting around. You want a laser? We will get you one for sure. No big deal. But I'm sure after 1 or 2 lives with us, since we all do a lot of laser reviews, the manufacturer will start flooding your inbox, and sure enough, they have. It's not pencil; it's the artist.
Now here's something else to remember about pencils. When you go to grab a pencil, you want to get one with most of the eraser used up. Because if the eraser's all used up, that means all the mistakes that were in that pencil are already gone. So the rest of that pencil will be perfect. Just a little construction thing I learned many years ago.
So I got coined, they would say dad jokes, because we'd be on a job site or something, and I would say a joke. The guys are younger than me, so they would yell, dad joke. Like, whatever. I thought it was funny. I'd love to get a fiber laser for metal, CO2, acrylic. Do you have a form or letter that I can give my wife to convince her that I need one? You know what? Honestly, the whole point of us doing these reviews is so that not necessarily just saying, you know, this is great, go buy it. It's really to say that we're a supplemental income, you know. And my whole thing is to, if you buy something, to pay it off within 90 days. If you had to finance it, you know, it has to hold its own. So sarcastically, you see that comment, but realistically, if you were to look at collectively all of our channels, you'll see what we're creating with these lasers. And it's just not so that we can be, you know, cluttering up our houses. We are using them to make money. So you definitely can make money for sure. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the positive energy. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No fires. Exactly. Yeah. So Steve, do they have Sam's Clubs in Canada?
Well, I know they got them in Mexico.
Yeah, I know that.
When I was down there.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get one of them UPS. You can buy anything on Amazon, so I have to Amazon it up. I just got projects at mother-in-law's in the morning. There you go. I like that. People are laughing at these comments. Roger, I like that analogy.
Yeah, it's a good construction analogy, and that's something I used to teach all the apprentices. And yes, I used to pick on apprentices something fierce, because it happened to me too.
So, to be honest, did you ever send anyone for a cable stretcher?
Oh, yeah. That and a bucket of steam. I used to love sending guys for a bucket of steam, where I'll send them to the. We were on one job, we were putting some C-channel down and put some switch gear on. I sent the apprentice to the tool crib to tell him to get some concrete rod so we can weld this steel to the concrete. And away he went. And pretty soon my radio went off. Roger, quit sending them over here for that crap. But,
yeah. I did a lot of work on the Illinois Tollway. And man, you know, you better make sure you have all your tools, because you go behind those walls, right? You may have to walk a quarter mile or a mile to where you're going to work, to a manhole. And if you forget something, you got to walk all the way back and then get on this, you know. So we do that to new guys. Hey, man, can you go get me a screwdriver? We didn't need no day. He'd come back with it. We just wanted him out of our hair for an hour, you know. Yeah. See, I might kid you up on the email, brother.
Oh, the metric crescent wrench was another one.
Steve says no Sam's Clubs. Well, Steve, you're going to have to, I did a review on it. If you want to check out the UPS I have, actually, it's pretty nice, to be honest with you. Post a link and post a link for all of you in the comments. Here, hold on. So Steve, the only problem is that when I post a comment here, I can definitely do that. I don't know how you're joining us because we're on multiple lives. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook.
Steve's one of my subscribers.
Okay. Yeah, let me see if I can do that. You want to you want to grab the comments, Roger? Are you on your laptop?
Yeah.
You want to grab the comments and I'll start digging for our links so I can post it in the comments? You got them?
I have to. I can't get to the link.
All you got to do is are you in the app, right?
Yeah.
So when you see the comment on the right, just click on it, hover over, and you'll see show, and then it'll pop up.
Well, that didn't work.
No number 2 pencils.
Always number 2 pencils.
Steve said Costco. There you go. You can get Costco. You guys make my Friday night fun. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking I should have grabbed a beer before I came down here, but it's fine. I was actually polishing these coins really quick for that's why before we got on the live, I was super happy. Left-handed hammer, yeah. Send the guys for a left-handed hammer. That'd be funny.
Oh, I like the next one coming up here with send somebody for a cup of lacquer thin with a styrofoam cup.
That's hilarious. Subscribe to all. Yes. In order to win the laser, if anyone who's just joining, Roger, you want to say it again, kind of briefly what,
Yes,
there's people coming here all the time.
You have to be a subscriber to all 4 of our channels. And the ship to address, I don't care where you live, but where I'm going to ship it has to be an address within the continental 48 United States. Because this is going to be kind of expensive to ship because it's going to be a big box. I'm not going to take it apart. It's going to come to you assembled and ready to go.
All right, I'm grabbing the links to our channel so we can throw those in the comments here. All right. Sorry, guys. All right, let's see if this works. It split them up all weird. I'll do them separate. Hold on.
Well, I was trying to bring those comments up. That they didn't work.
It didn't?
No.
Stay warm, Steve. Here, I'll do one at a time. One at a time. Here's my channel. Here's Daniel's channel from the Bearded Viking. Here's Roger's channel.
And I got to do something about the dust in there. I keep sneezing. That's why I'm walking off camera. I'm muting my mic.
And here's Steve's channel. Sorry, guys. Steve said my generator runs my house, not my shop. Something's not right about that. Pilot, no, we can't see it. I just posted them all. I tried to do them all at once, and it made it so screwy. So I did one at a time. So if you can see that, so here's Steve's. Here's Rogers. Here's Daniel's. And where's mine? And here's mine. So it's also in the comments below. You guys can check that out. Thank you. Appreciate that. Lidfart said, time for a second generator. Yeah, Steve, you're going to have to get a second generator or a small one. Have Daniel post so we can see his text. Oh, Daniel's back. Boom. He's back.
Hey.
Send it to Dan. Send it to Daniel. He can give away his unassembled laser. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh, he's got to get the experience. Everybody's got to go through the experience of putting one of them lasers together.
Yes. I actually had my first laser sit for like 2-3 weeks because I was kind of intimidated to put it together. And I knew I was doing unboxing videos, so you're kind of like on camera doing it. But yeah, the first one was but then after that it was like nothing. Now you put them together, your eyes closed.
Well, now I have a bad habit when I'm doing the assembly videos, and I do all mine in real great detail for those that are not mechanically inclined. I don't look at the books anymore.
Yeah, me either.
So then I don't do it. I don't follow the steps the way the manufacturer wants me to do it. Still comes out fine, but someone always point that out. Well, that's not what the book says.
The
Well,
the Ateza V30, yeah, the Ateza V35. I put the whole entire thing together. I'm all happy. Yeah. And then I realized because I have the rotary tool, they have the extended legs. I was like, oh man. I had to flip it all over, put the extended legs back on, but yeah, it's funny. Roger sharing all of our channels in the comments. Thank you, Roger. Appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Daniel's putting it in.
Trying to get it.
3 a.m. Got to go sleep now, guys. Hey, thank you for joining us. Appreciate that. We're getting that overseas viewers. Overseas viewers, very cool. Subscribe to all of you. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it, brother. Good luck to the person who's going to win that laser next week. That's pretty phenomenal. And I thank Roger for giving that away for the group. You guys, you know you're good when you put the laser together, have extra parts, and everything still works. They always give you extra parts, don't they?
Yeah, you get a few extra screws. And getting back to the dirty tricks department, I always liked when somebody had something taken apart and all the little nuts and bolts in a little bowl. When I'd walk by, I'd drop 4 or 5 nuts or washers in the bowl. So then when they're trying to put it back together, they got these parts left over and trying to figure out what they did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
A lot of little parts.
Yeah, I think more and more lasers now are coming together though. They're not so crazy because the first laser I got was, man, even the belts, everything you had to put together. Now they're kind of pretty much pre-assembled except the head. You put the head on, good to go. And that was what's crazy about the fiber laser. The fiber laser was 4 screws, and I was like, man, I didn't have to fight light burn. It wasn't so crazy. Download some software. It was like I plugged it into my computer. It was like, boop, auto detect, installed. I was like, oh man, I'm not used to this.
I think my X-Tool S1 has probably got to be the easiest laser I've ever put together. Because all you had to do is put the head on it, plug in the air hose and the cord, and you're done. Now the We Create laser, that's completely assembled. You just take it out, plug it in, and go. Well, after you take the packing foam out of it, but
Hey Daniel.
Focus.
Hey Daniel, I make curvy bandsaw lamps. I saw I might send you one as a lamp. Light your ass up. Well, send it. Send it.
Send it on.
Don't threaten them with a good time. I don't miss the old days in the 80s when I built PC desktops. When I first got my fiber laser, that's exactly what it reminded me of. 1994 desktop enclosure. I was like, wow.
Wow.
I thought screws and clips people put in hardware bags all the time, then laugh when they asked me for help.
Yep.
That's funny. What time we got here? It's 8:10. I don't think I want a laser for my kids would burn the house down. Here, so look, Tyler, Early on, I think that a lot of people were skeptical of that, but there's a whole lot of safety features that I built into these lasers now. Like if you tip them, they turn off. They detect fire, they turn off. A
A
lot of
lot
them,
of, a lot of them
but
have key switches now. You can turn that key off and take it with you, and nobody's going to mess with that laser. I don't care what they do.
yep. And fire detection, so they turn off. And then the enclosures are FR, right? So fire retardant.
What'd you
So
call
that so if it does catch on fire, it's going to kind of help the fire go out or not spread it, so to speak. Daniel, do you own a flashlight?
Okay.
It's good to know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, I think I don't think I have seen a laser lately that didn't have a key. So just if you're worried about your kids, just take the key with you. XT Turbo 20 meg hard drive 300 baud modem. 300 baud modem.
That's an oldie. I go even older than that. My first computer was a Timex Sinclair. You had to solder everything together. That was in 1975. Yeah, I'm old, but
I remember
that was
when
my
I was
first computer.
in junior high, there was only one kid in the whole neighborhood, Randy, who had a computer. And he was the only kid, one kid in the whole neighborhood. And it was just like, wow. All my equipment is on breakers. I turn it off while I'm away. Yeah, it's a good habit. Except your fridge. Don't turn that off. CO2 floods the enclosure and power goes out and anything that can make heat. Okay. What do you say? Steve said something. My first computer was a RCA Compact VIP. Look it up.
It's an oldie too.
Yeah. Daniel in the dark reminds me of my son sneaking in the games in the middle of the night when we were young. when I was young, I used to play. I had a Sega, and my cousin Rocky had a Nintendo. So whenever we'd spend night at each other's house, we wanted to stay up as long as we could because it was like you're playing something you never played, right?
Yeah.
So as we were falling asleep, we would take the pickle juice jar, and if you're falling asleep, the thing was you had to drink the pickle juice because you're
Yeah,
so,
like salt.
yeah, that was our Red Bull back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Come over here. Come over here. It's a real estate fax modem with thermal printout. Here, my son wants to say hello to everybody. He's always into my videos doing the reviews. Come over here, Ricky. Come here. I still have a piece of core memory. This is my son, little Ricky. Say hello, everyone. Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Yeah, he's been doing. I don't know if I should say this, but he's been doing the videos with me, and he got picked up by someone that rhymes with Mikey.
got a little rookie.
They make clothes. Rhymes with Mikey. So very cool. I'm excited about that.
Ricky, you want to see
I have a Roomba in my room.
a Roomba?
Yeah.
Yeah, the plus one for some reason. It then came with the right dock.
Look over there, Ricky.
Oh, who's got? What's that? Is that cats? What is that?
Cat.
Raccoons?
Cat.
Raccoons.
Raccoons?
Yeah.
It appears that the laser technology is evolving quickly compared to the first PC, to today's desktop, laptops, etc. 100%.
Never.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I like the
I think that's the one thing reason I think that lasers are staying so high on the market is there's not any American made or very. They say they're American made, right? But that would mean they're American assembled, right? They're still made in China. So
Yeah.
I think the reason the lasers are so like staying up with technology is you're buying them factory direct. It's not like something's being made in China, then they're being shipped over here 16 months on the slow boat, sit in a warehouse, and you're buying a 5-year-old laser. Like you're buying them direct. So, we're kind of getting latest and greatest all the time. Everyone's saying hi, Ricky. Thank you guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Was
Yeah, little
Rick
man.
the video we just saw where you were unboxing?
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So everyone's saying hello to you, Ricky. Everyone's saying hello to you. He was very, very. Oh, let me grab this so you can see it.
I'm glad mine are grown and out the house.
I've got great grandchildren.
Oh God.
I'm looking for the microphones.
Yeah, my great granddaughter has been in a couple of my videos. I let her model some of the stuff I've done.
They gotta involve.
So I got the DJI wireless microphones, and obviously it's a lot more money for the two.
Yeah, sure.
But
no, this way.
But he said that he wanted his own microphone too.
Oh.
So he's got his own microphone too.
Oh, there it is. Hold on.
So that he can.
Let me show you how to do it.
Hello.
Hey.
You hear?
Uh-huh.
You're on.
Hello.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Hi.
Don't you have to put your mouth near it? Just they can hear you.
Hello.
Hi.
I can. Hello.
Okay, that's fine. Too goofy. But all right, go upstairs with your mama. All right.
Why you don't?
I'm almost done. We'll be done. I'll be up in a little bit. Okay.
See you, Rick.
And can you bring Dad up?
All right, I'll bring it up. Yeah, he was disappointed that when we hooked up the microphone that it didn't do anything. He thought he would hear himself. I'm like, no, he didn't understand. It had to go into it's not a megaphone, right?
Not a karaoke.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, everyone's showing Ricky some love. That's so cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. My son's been doing a lot of these videos with me. And my daughter at some point used to, but now she's 15, and that's not cool to hang out with daddy, right? She's got her own friends.
A handheld?
Yeah, I've seen those too. Like they're literally just grabbing them, sticking them on the wall, and all kinds of stuff. I don't think they're very powerful though. I think they're kind of probably
Right.
10 watts.
Oh, like 2.5 watt. They're really low powered. Otherwise, you could really hurt somebody with one of those.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think it's awesome is the those rust remover ones. You've seen those? Those things are like it looks like it's like a
that's
a flamethrower.
Yeah,
Those,
like goes all. Brrr.
Yeah, that's insane.
Thanks.
Everyone's showing Ricky some love. Thank you guys. Thank you. Appreciate it, everyone. 6 kids, 4 gigabytes. Love the empty nest. Yeah.
He said,
and a star was born.
"Yep."
He wants to play with your toys. The thing is that early on, we were talking about early in the video about teaching your children, to get dirty, and use their hands. And we own a farm, and this boy knows when it's early, and he's up. He's gonna be up there with daddy.
Oh yeah.
By the time he's 9 years old, every time I see the name, I just laugh at myself.
Wow, what a lot of money you got there.
Okay. Shh. But yeah, he's up. He's
I want to try to see if
driving the John Deere tractor and all that. So he's learning. Hi, my son is 5-year-old sleeping in a hammock by me in the basement right now. Nice one. Nice one.
Try that so we can talk.
My 11-year-old wants nothing to do with me now. Yeah, teach him young. It's funny. That's what I titled the videos and all the stuff that he's doing with me. Teach him young.
Yeah.
So.
To see if one and to see if mine's good.
Single dad with 2 girls can be interesting. Yeah, Josh. When I had my daughters, my daughter, I thought that they'd be super close to their mom, and I was so surprised that she was so close to me. And this little boy, much as he loves me, he's still a mama's boy.
Yeah. Yeah. My daughter's a daddy's girl.
Yeah. It's good to show them how to deal with animals. Yep, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go upstairs. I'll be right up, okay? All right, go. All right, guys. Looks like we're getting close to 8:30, so I think that's when we call it. We got 10 minutes. So, you guys got any questions for us? Let us know. I appreciate the love. Kind of throw some comments in there, and make sure that you, Roger, are we doing that giveaway next weekend, or are we pushing out 2 weeks, or when are we going to do that giveaway?
Next weekend's fine. And
Okay.
since I'm in my shop down here and not up in the loft, I could kind of answer some questions on something we had last week about everything being on wheels. So I'm going to move out of the way. See how far my cord reaches here. So this vac's on wheels. My planer cart back there is on wheels. My drill press and my sander there is on wheels. And
Nice.
I don't know if this is in the video or not. My bandsaw and my other sander is on wheels. Behind that's another cart with a giant paper shredder in it. That's also on wheels. And then on the next bay over, which we can't even get to, I have 2 more carts with stock and everything that's all on wheels. Nice. So I can move stuff around. People say, well, how can you work in that shop? In fact, my table saw here, which is absolutely huge, it's on industrial wheels, and I can actually roll it outside.
Nice.
If I want to. But everything I have is on wheels, including my generator. And my big air compressor. I got a 60-gallon air compressor that's also on wheels. So I can roll it around.
Josh just said I sent my older one a picture of us trout fishing with her little sister in the carrier on my chest. She responded that so much fun, but isn't interested in fishing with me. Wow. Yeah, it's a sad day when your kids start growing up and they have their own friends and
wait till you're off to college.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. My daughter's 14. I'm already feeling that.
Yeah, that's one of the only times men get to cry.
Yeah, I'm feeling that already. Yeah, and the college already. The college, what do they call it? Things in the mail showing, saying she wanted to go to the school. That's cool. I bought a Harbor Freight dust collector, the little hurricane type. Got any ideas for a simple dust collector that works that won't break? Daniel, didn't you say something about that? You didn't have a video on that about dust collector or something about that? Am I mistaken?
No, yeah, I haven't done a video on it. We talked about it live.
And I know, Roger, you said something about a cyclone or something mentioned.
Yeah, I've got, I can actually show you here. Move my stool out of the way. This is a Rockler Cyclone, I guess they call it. And on the bottom of the cart, down yonder there, is a DeWalt shop vac.
Mm-hmm.
I've used this thing pretty much continuously for the last probably 4 years. I have never had to change a bag in that shop vac.
Yeah,
as long as you remember to open this and empty it, and then don't drop it when it's cold and break it, so you got to duct tape it. But otherwise, the thing works fantastic. And I can connect it to any one of my different tools. My table saw's got a built-in dust collector underneath it with another DeWalt vac and another Cyclone. But this is my portable one. Sanders, bandsaw. If I decide to not connect everything on my router table here, my fence, which is, I guess I can show you that too, kind of, maybe. That's my router fence over there.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I like to fill my little drawer up there with junk, but
Roger, do you want to answer this next question? I think that we're all collectively do it the same.
Free machines sometimes, and sometimes not. This 4040 Reno, I'm going to be doing the reviews on. It'll be released in March. Saint Smart did provide me with that. My 3018 Pro Ver Saint Smart I bought. The same with lasers. Sometimes I buy them, and sometimes they're provided. And I always disclose in all my videos, if something's been provided to me to test and demonstrate, I reveal that right at the beginning of the video and then again at the end.
As far as me, to be honest with you, like we were already talking about, the gear that we have, the camera gear that we have, the computers that we have to do our video editing, software that I use, our time is not free. So at any means, we're not being bought to give a biased opinion. We're just being compensated for our time. And to be honest with you, I won't accept an item that won't at least compensate my time. And what I mean by that is that I'm not going to make 12 videos for $150 item.
Hell
Kick
no.
rocks, you know. And somebody says, "Oh, why not?" Well, will you go work for 8 hours for free? Oh, come on, let's be honest. So if somebody wants me to do a review on an item that I think is not, will not compensate my time, then I need additional compensation. That's just how I do it. I don't consider that a paid review. I just consider that, that's just how the nature of the beast is. But I also, in agreement with Roger, is that I'm brutally honest, and there's not one piece of equipment that you can buy, period, no matter what it is, it's flawless. Everything has pros and cons. As long as it has more pros than cons, you're good, and if a manufacturer tells me, hey, I want to see it first or approve it first, then no.
Yeah.
All the wheels, like
Yeah, I'm an old guy. All right, so I'm going to answer a question here. A lot of my viewers have asked me, well, just how old are you? I'm 66. So now everybody knows. Going to be 67 here shortly, but I'm still kicking pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing good. How's that boat coming along, by the way?
Boat's all covered up. That's going to have to wait till it gets warm.
Nice. What do I sign up for these freeze fiber lasers? Everybody keeps asking me that I came out with these 2 fiber lasers, and all our group is like, how did you nail that deal, Rick? Like, what the heck? Trust me, I've been getting flooded with emails. Sometimes you're just in the right place at the right time, I would say. And glory be to God, man. He's just opened doors for me that I couldn't open for myself. Daniel said he's 54 and I'm 44.
Well, that makes me the senior of the group here. I'm the token old guy. That's what I used to tell them on jobs before I retired. I'm the token old guy. You got to take care of me.
Yeah. Roger, you're young. I'm 71. There you go. Fair. Yeah, you know what the thing is, a lot of people say that you're only old when you stop moving, right? And that's why you got to keep moving. You stop moving, then you start feeling your age.
Yep, token old guy. That's me.
You know what's funny is that I go into Home Depot, and I walk around because I have a question. And if somebody walks up to me that's my age or younger, I'm like, you're not old to be my father. I don't need your advice. I'm just real honest. I want that fatherly advice. To get in the water, no matter the temperature, I was making snow cones Saturday, Sunday while fishing.
My problem is I've got the boat 3/4 of the way tore down because I'm going to re-gel coat it and deck it and do a lot of things. Just the weather turned in the fall before I could get it done.
Absolutely, Daniel. We'll have plenty of time to relax when we're dead. You're not my real mom. Okay. Yeah. No, it's true, man. That's what I said. These young kids. Although I did have this young kid one day, I was asking him some. I never got a solid answer. Maybe I don't know if you guys know, but you see the plumbing, they have that like tube, and they'll put like this Y, and there'll be like this tube. It'll be like a cylinder. I never understood what that cylinder was for. They always have them by the bathroom fixtures. I don't know what that's for. Nobody knew. You know what I'm talking about, Roger?
No, not exactly.
It looks like a copper tube, and it's like, probably a little thicker than your thumb, and it's probably about 5 or 6 inches long, and it's just a tube. I almost like a back pressure. I don't know what it's for.
Like a portable bong?
No idea. Thank you very much, guys. Now I have to get back to work. Sleep when you're dead. Exactly, Scott. We got plenty of time to do that. Rick and Steve's YouTube again. I didn't come up on Roger's comments. All right, let me see.
Should have.
Here's Steve's. I'm adding it. Sorry, guys. All of ours are on this, our names. But I'll add the, hold on. Here's Steve's. And then let me add mine. Here's mine. Yeah, so appreciate that. If you guys want to get entered into the laser draft next week, you do have to subscribe to each one of our channels, like one video from each one of our channels, and share one video from each one of our channels for Airhammer. It's in all my comments as well, so you should be able to see it.
Yeah,
Roger.
water hammer rester, that could be.
Roger said, Rob said, the plumbing fitting you described could be a water hammer resonator. They were common in copper plumbing, so pipes would bang. It would turn off the water quickly. Yeah, I kept seeing that and was like, what is this? What is this? What is it for? And no one can answer. And it was like, of course, either people my age or younger. I think probably someone who's more experienced would have an answer to that. I don't see anything you type. I'll find it though. Hey, Josh, you got to remember that this we're using a program called StreamYard, and what it's doing is it's pulling this live on YouTube, on Instagram. It's all over the internet, Facebook, and pulling all you guys together so we can see you on an app. And that's the whole reason that I'm sharing the comments on the screen, is because you guys all may not be able to see your comments because you're not all in the same room, so to speak. But after this video is published, after this video is live, it goes published in our channels. We can comment in the comments as well of all of our channels, or I'll at least do it on each one of our channels if you guys want to make sure that you do subscribe to our channels. So thank you for being persistent and making sure you're doing that. I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to win that. Roger, we just hit 8:33. I think we should do a closeout. We still got a good amount of people, but we wanted to keep this to like a 2-hour live.
And my wife might think I'm up to something, so I've got to get back in the house.
Me too. I got some cold pizza now to go eat upstairs. I didn't get dinner. I skipped and jumped right in here because I was doing the coins. But hey, guys, I just want to thank everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. I appreciate it. We've been consistently, keeping around 100 people in the groups, which is insane because obviously the same people are not alive, so people are jumping in, jumping out, and we're starting to see more and more people, the same names, pour in the groups, which is great because more of our subscribers are getting aware of that we're doing this collectively. Between the four of us, we have 200,000 subscribers, which is kind of nuts to say. But I think that as more and more make it aware of it, we'll start growing more of a following. And oh, Dana just joined us. He's we're about to jump out. More people will join us and be able to hope that we can help and give solid advice and camaraderie, some brotherhood, some laughs and sarcasm, all the above. But I just thank you for joining and thank you for spending this time with us. Roger, you want to say anything, or Dan, you want to say anything as we close out?
Love you guys, man. We've been having fun and wait for what it brings.
Yeah, I'm just signing off for the night. We'll see you all next week.
Right before we sign off, remember, if you want to win the laser next week, you have to subscribe to every one of our channels. You have to share one of our videos. And you have to comment on one of our videos. Don't lose out on the opportunity by not following the rules. See you guys next week.
Yeah, see you all later.
Bye.